Hey guys, Jake here. In today's video, I thought that I would, talk a little bit more about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, specifically about it being a fan service game. Now, this has been on my mind pretty much ever since Ridley was announced back at E3, and I've mentioned it a handful of times on social media, but now I know it to be true. For those of you uninformed, on August 8th, about a week or so ago, maybe longer depending on, when I actually release this video, we got confirmation about 5 new characters being shown off for the Switch installment of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The characters include Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, Chrom, Dark Samus, and King K. Rool. Now, Simon, Chrom, Dark Samus, and King K. Rool specifically have been extremely heavily requested characters back when Smash 4 was announced and probably before then as well. I remember the days of rumors and leaks in 2014, and boy oh boy, were those a much more simplistic time. Now, if I believe correctly, Scott the Woz made a video about Smash Bros. Series-long rumors and leaks over the many years and decades that, it's been a thing. It's a really great collection of information. In a lot of people's speculations, leaks, wish lists, and etc., the previous mentioned characters were just about everywhere concerning Smash 4 and definitely concerning Smash Ultimate. But before I go any further, I've noticed, and I think we all have at this point, that some characters have more of a demand than others. I mean, for example, some people wanted Ridley more in the game, more in, than, say, Simon Belmont or, like, Waddle Dee or someone, So, before I go any further, I'm going to give a small list, and when I say small, this is, like, minuscule, okay? This is, like, just barely a few characters. So, but before I do go any further, I'm going to give a small list of characters that I feel were the most voiced out during Smash 4's lifespan, not including characters that were confirmed for Smash 4. So, 3 non-stop main characters that I always saw on, supposed leaks or on rumors or on wish lists were Ridley, Waluigi, and King K. Rool. Now, the partially non-stop characters were Chrom, Dark Samus, and Geno, and the ones that would come up every now and then were Simon Belmont, Lloyd, and Inklings. And there's plenty more, obviously, but these are just the most, I guess, fresh that come to mind. The most frequent would be another word. Now, the majority of these characters have seen some sort of light or day in Smash Bros. Ultimate. 6 out of the 9 characters I just listed are playable, 1 of them is an assist trophy, and 2 of them haven't been shown off yet. Still, that's 2/3 of most wanted characters that became playable, and we still haven't seen every other character in the game. Characters like Ridley and King K. Rool show me specifically that Nintendo is doing everything they can for this game to make sure that the fans are happy. Now, that being said, it means they're listening. They're taking feedback and listening to the community about what characters that we would like to see more. Obviously, guys, this depends on the loudest voices within the community. The more people that speak up for specific characters, the more likely it is for Nintendo to listen. And yeah, I mean, that's a given, but we just need to be careful. I've seen a lot of people call out for characters with little to no characteristic values, or characters that, we'll get into those another time. All I'm saying is that we now have more of an ability to affect the game than we ever have before. I think it's absolutely fantastic that Nintendo is taking a lot of fan feedback into consideration, but we just need to be careful. Once we've understood that, we can easily assert logic into determining what characters that they're possibly adding within the last few remaining months of the game's release, and further content such as DLC. If I recall, Nintendo has stated that they planned on using the character results from the Smash 4 ballot for future characters. We can easily see that between Ridley, Chrom, King K, Inklings, and etc. Now, when we take that into consideration when looking at new potential characters, especially with the Little Mac treatment, we can gather at least 3 to 4 new fighters, some of which I mentioned in previous videos. Now, I'm going to list these off with no specific order. I just have them up on my notes in this order, so... But yeah, these 4 characters here that I'm about to list off have a few pinpoints as to why I believe that they're supposed characters coming. But yeah, here we go. So first off, Shadow the Hedgehog. His assist trophy seems to have been replaced with Knuckles. He was requested, granted at a minority, in the ballot, and has been stated leaks have talked about Shadow, saying that we'd be getting more echoes, if that makes any sense. It's weird to phrase it, but there have been leaks saying that we'll get more Echo characters. Shadow being an Echo is more than likely than him being an original character, at least in my opinion. Second up, Isabelle. Isabelle, like a few of the other characters, have been leaked and rumored by name with, actually it was alongside Simon Belmont. Her assist trophy has also been replaced by Cap'n from the Animal Crossing games. And there's also been leaks stating, you know, that we would get more echoes. So if you assume that Isabelle is an echo, then that works as well. Next up is Skull Kid. Skull Kid has been leaked and rumored by name alongside King K. Rool. Was requested, granted, as a minority in the ballot. And his assist trophy seems to have been replaced with the Moon from Majora's Mask. Finally, Geno. Geno was requested, actually, from all the results I saw, in a majority, rather than the previous other characters I talked about in the ballot. Geno's Mii Fighter costume, Geno was a Mii Fighter costume in Smash 4 for the Wii U and 3DS. And then we also have other characters that were Mii costumes that are now full-on characters. Inkling, King K. Rool, Chrom, and I believe we have one or two more. But yeah, I would say that the strongest contender here out of these four characters is Isabelle, with having her leaked by name alongside Simon and lack of her as an assist trophy. Following her for second, I would say that Skull Kid is next for most likely. Being leaked by name with King K. Rool, lack of an assist trophy, puts her, in the same boat as Isabelle. Or puts Skull Kid in the same boat, dear lord. Whew. However, Isabelle, I think, has gone on to be one of the more heavily talked about concerning Ultimate leaks and such, so that's why I kind of feel like that she has more of a leg up over Skull Kid. Next, I say that Shadow would be the third most likely, and then Geno would probably be tied with Shadow, if not a little underneath it. For Geno, the majority of other Mii costumes that were dominantly popular characters all have been given character treatment. Sakurai has said that he's wanted to add him since Brawl, and there's this whole conspiracy theory that in the August 8th Smash Direct, in the background in the top left, there's a book with Geno on it. If you want to like unphase it and stuff, it's got Geno on it. People also think that the purple and yellow chairs that Sakurai has are in reference to Skull Kid's pixies or fairies. Yeah, so. But for Shadow, the majority of other assist trophies that were dominantly popular characters have been given character treatment, and lack thereof for Shadow is a compelling case. So, I'm no statistic professional, nor do I actually have strict data of these four characters with ballot placements and whatnot. I've just gathered these conclusions for the characters with pure common sense. But if I would bet money on any of these characters, if I were a betting man, I would definitely go for Isabelle and Skull Kid. The amazing Crimson Man himself, Crimson Jake, is in no way responsible for who you may or may not bet for. Have a good day. God bless. So to recap, the four most likely characters to be added or revealed before release, I would say are Shadow, Isabelle, Skull Kid, and Geno. After all, this is just purely speculation of collected ideas and facts and concepts, I guess. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and remember to be careful about what character you're voicing the most in the community. Peace out.